Hi, third grade. The writings of Solomon is the second part of this lesson. Remember, 2 cards, 2 sides of a sheet. We're going to call it writings of Solomon. Now, this is the second side of the test, okay? The first question is, what is the scripture reference? Now, this one's a little different, right? Because it's not just a reference. It's 2 books. It's Proverbs, which we know because we're studying the book of Proverbs, and it is also Ecclesiastes. All right, so now we're going to learn how to spell Ecclesiastes correctly. You ready? Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. Okay, so both of those books, Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, and that's all you have to write really for that question. Okay, all right, now the next one is Solomon's reign was marked by blank and blank. So remember those 2 words that describe Solomon's reign. They were what? Peace and prosperity. Okay, that's going to be a fill in the blank. Prosperity. That means that there was wealth in the land and peace in the land. It was not wartime. Okay, so this is 2 words. So again, on your sheet, it's not a fill in the blank, but on the test, it's a fill in the blank. And this is what it says. Solomon's reign was marked by peace and prosperity, which come from wise rule. Okay, and the next question is, even of what was Solomon a patron? Okay, so now we talked about this on the card. It said that more than David, his father, Solomon was a patron of the arts. So this is just saying it different. You're not going to do a fill in the blank for number 3. So it's different than your sheet. This one you have to write the sentence. So we're going to say, what? And this is what you're going to write. More than his father, David, Solomon was a patron of the arts. Okay, now this means he promoted art in all its forms. So when he built the temple, remember the temple was elaborately decorated in gold, and it was the finest artisans and metal workers, all the different types of laborers that were needed. You needed woodworkers, you needed metal workers, you needed different sculptors for this. And so being a patron of the arts, David was a patron of the arts because of the music element. He also built himself a fine palace. But Solomon was even more a patron of the arts because he wasn't a warring king, okay? There was a time of peace. David was a warring king, so he spent a lot of time at war, okay? So that's what you need to know about being a patron of the arts. It was very artistic. He wrote Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. Those are poetry books, okay? The wisdom books of the Bible. Okay, the next question is, about how many Proverbs did Solomon write? Now, he wrote a lot. It says about 300. Okay, so this is how many? Solomon wrote about 3,000 Proverbs. That's a lot of Proverbs. What is one of the oldest philosophy books? Okay, so it has it differently. On the test, it says Ecclesiastes is one of the earliest, and then you're going to put the word philosophy in there. Okay, so this is a one-word fill in the blank. So they're doing it a little different. They gave you the sentence to write. Ecclesiastes is one of the oldest philosophy books in the world. This one says, Ecclesiastes is one of the earliest blank. Now remember, philosophy. Remember the philosophers, the Greek philosophers? We know how to spell it, right? Philosophy. Philosophy. Okay, the earliest philosophy books in the world. Number 6 is, according to Ecclesiastes, what is meaningless? This is a what? What is meaningless? According to Ecclesiastes, life apart from God is meaningless. That's what I would like you to write. According to Ecclesiastes, life apart from God is meaningless. Without God, there is no meaning. That's what it's saying. Okay? And then number 7, the last question. What is man's greatest goal in life according to Ecclesiastes? And according to Ecclesiastes, man's greatest goal in life is to fear God and keep his commandments. So this is a what? Once again. According to, I'm going to write this word a lot of times so that we know how to spell Ecclesiastes. According to Ecclesiastes, the greatest goal of man is to fear God. And that's the reverent kind of fear, to honor him, to think of him with awe, to fear God and keep his commands. Now, we know that Jesus said that if you love me, obey what I've commanded. Okay, and then it says that, and the Father, you will be in me, and I will be in you, and I am in the Father, and the Father is in me. It shows the oneness in our relationship with Jesus. When we obey him, we show him our love for him. And so here, according to Ecclesiastes, all these years before that, the greatest goal of man was to fear God, to honor and think of him with awe, and to obey, to keep his commands, to please God by loving him, showing him that you love him by keeping his commands. All right, guys, I will see you soon. Bye.